So we now move to the PR3 Coxed 4. And I can tell you that's a graphic of a quad with 2 skulls each. These rowers will only have 1 oar each in a Coxed 4. And of course there'll be the cox lying down inside the boat. It's a graphic that we don't see anymore in the Olympic class, but we do see in the para class. There will be 3 crews qualifying for the AB semi-final from this lineup of Japan, China, the Russian Federation, Germany, Mexico, and the Republic of Korea.
Red light.
So this is a replay of the start. Remember, 3 to qualify for the AB semi-final. This is a replay, and we will move further down the course fairly quickly. But you can see the Chinese crew over there in lane 2. Cox sitting up in the back of the boat, stern loaded position like you see in an 8, as opposed to the bow loaded, which we'll see in some of these boats where they're inside the front of the boat. And we move along the course quite a long way with the crews coming up here towards 1500. What I can tell you is that the Russian Federation were leading at 500 and they were leading at 1000, with Germany coming through to the 2nd place and the People's Republic of China up there in 3rd. So those 3 were the leading 3 through the 1000. As we take a look here through 1500, there's the Russian Federation. They are still up there in 1st place, and China and Germany in the next 2 qualifying positions.
That's a big margin, isn't it, for one crew to be up in this PR3 class. You see the Chinese cox in the stern of the boat, not lying down in the front of the boat. That's more like the olden days. Yu Li, the 39-year-old Chinese cox, because we had a shot of the Russian cox, who was Evgeny Terekov, lying down, and there you see the coxes lying down. Greg, I'm going to ask you, why the difference?
Well, I guess it's a weight distribution thing that generally seen better is lying down inside the boat, because the weight's better distributed of the coxswain. Although I think when we had a look at the Chinese cox, I'm not sure if he actually has a disability, has a prosthetic leg, so maybe it's more comfortable for him to sit in the back of the boat. But I can't confirm that without getting a closer look.
So it's Russia out in front, Germany in 2nd place. There's the bow of the German boat, the little cox. Inga Turner lying down in the bows of the Germanate, the 26-year-old from Umerode Club Donau. Close by here, not so far away in Germany. The Donau River is just flowing to the right of the cox's boat as they come into the red buoys. The 3 qualifiers for the AB semi-final look to be sorted. Certainly Russia have not been led in this race.
And coming down to the line, 3 to qualify, remember, the Russian crew here coming down with the commanding lead.
Russia cross the line in 1st place, take the 1st qualifying place for the AB semi-final. Germany take the 2nd, and China will come through shortly with their stern-loaded cox. There we see the boat. Wang, Zheng, Wu and Feng, and Yu Li, the cox, in the stern of the boat, and the other 3 crews, Japan.
It's a really close race actually for this this 4th place. It won't be a qualifying place, but later in the regatta they will get to race in the C final, and we can see that looks like it's going to be a close one. So this was the Chinese crew getting away from the start. And they established themselves in that qualifying position fairly early on. The Russian Federation bow-loaded cox. As we see that weight distribution lying down on their back. It's better really for the flow of the boat rather than having one person sat in the back. As you see them in an 8, but it's not really considered safe in an 8 to have the cox lying down inside an 8. Occasionally there were a few bow-loaded 8s made, but I know they got taken away from the programme, and everyone has the cox sitting in the back of the boat with an 8, which we will be seeing later on in the programme not too far away today. here we have confirmation of that result. Those through Greece from the Russian Federation, Germany and the People's Republic of China, going through to the A-B semi-finals.